Mr. Coleman out there, Fred Coleman.
I think he went to Judge Miller.
Oh shit, I'm in court, y'all.
Mr. Fleshman.
Look.
Oh, okay.
Please mute your device at this time. Please mute your device. So that you don't interfere with the process, please.
Okay, you sent it or the other attorney? Okay.
Case number 23-48809. This is Lake Vista Capital LLC versus Shayla Williams, another occupant
So
of property.
is he in agreement with the?
Mr. Fleshman, stand down, sir. 11666. Wait.
Yeah, she's. They've got an agreement for.
Versus Shayla Williams and other occupants at property at 11666 Wayburn. The court also calls 23-48813. That is Adam Biancher versus Betty Letcher, and other occupants of property at 1665 Campus Farms Court. Your appearance at this time, counsel. And you're on mute at this time, Mr. Fleshman. Please unmute yourself, sir.
He had his headphones down. You got to tell him.
Mr. Fleshman, please unmute yourself, sir.
I'm back, Your Honor. Sorry.
All right, your appearance on these two matters, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Dennis Flesland, P30289, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff in those matters, standing in for Mr. Sagatti, who is the attorney of record.
All right, thank you, counsel. Do I have any counsels that are representing Mr. Williams and or Ms. Litcher? If there's an attorney that represents either of those persons, please identify yourself at this time. All right, do I have at this time Ms. Williams on the Zoom or Mr. Miguel Lawson that lives on Wayburn? Are you on the Zoom? Say something if you are. All right, do I have on the Zoom Betty Litcher at Campus Farms? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right, it looks like with respect to both of these matters, Mr. Fleshman, that neither person appeared. It does appear that these are first hearing matters. However, accordingly, the court, by court rule, will now, or by administrative order, will set these matters on for a second hearing. That second hearing date is going to be February 11, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. It's 2/11/2021, 9:00 a.m. is the next action date on these matters, sir.
Very good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Right, this is case number 23-40615. This is Parkview Tower and Square versus Anita Owens and other occupants of property at 1601 Robert Bradley Drive. The court is also calling 23-40612. That's Lewis Apartments versus David Jeter and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 2520 Plymouth Road B6. Your appearance at this time, counsel. I did see Mr. Thank you, sir. Your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joe Horka, P75969 for the plaintiffs.
Thank you, counsel. Counsel, it looks like I had a notation in the suffix 0615 on Robert Bradley Drive that the writ application in that matter was withdrawn. Update me if you will.
I believe that's correct, Your Honor. I didn't have this on my docket today. I didn't know this case was up.
All right, very well. So I'm going to close this file out because that appears to be what happened. Somehow we got another date on it. So that one will be closed out at this time. Regarding the suffix 0612, looks like this is an application for writ that has been delayed. And it looks like in that matter, it says writ is withdrawn as well. Are we on the same page? Is that about
Same page, Your Honor. I just found my email from the previous hearing, and we requested the writ be withdrawn.
All right, it's so ordered at this time, and this case will be closed out as well. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
This is case number 23-42460. This is Follow-on Incorporated versus Elizabeth Porter regarding property at 13674 Wadsworth. This was an application for writ of restitution. Looks like the writ has been withdrawn in this matter as well. Do I have Mr. Fentera? All right. This case will be closed out. We've got a new date on it, but the writ was withdrawn. That case is closed. The court calls case number 23-48098. This is Argo Property Management versus Candace Davis and other occupants of property at 14869 Biltmore in the city of Detroit. The court also calls the suffix 8102. That's Argo Property Management versus Marie Williams and other occupants of property. That's at 18603 Rose Lawn. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning. Mark Court, 10 on behalf of plaintiff.
Thank you, Mr. Corey. It looks like, well, let me see. Do I have anyone on the Zoom representing either of the defendants in this matter? Any attorneys representing defendants in these matters? All right. Do I have on the Zoom Candace Davis at Biltmore? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. All right, it looks like, Mr. Corey, that this is well, I suppose this is the first hearing on this matter. That's what it looks like. Do you have any information to the contrary, sir?
Your Honor, my notes indicate this for Ms. Davis is a second hearing. The first hearing was on January 5th. At that time, it was adjourned to this date.
All right, that's what I was looking at. I thought I'd come across this before. All right, given that Ms. Davis is not here at this time, I believe you're moving for entry of default. Is that correct, sir?
Correct, Your Honor. This time we request a default judgment.
The court will grant your petition for entry of default judgment on the terms and conditions framed in the complaint and as amended with any updated amounts. As it relates to, and the court will require that said amounts be paid on before the 1st of February 2021 or after that date writ was issued in this matter. Counsel, I saw that there was a petition for money judgment in this. Go ahead, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. This was filed as a money judgment. However, looking at the file, there was only by attachment, so I will be.
Mr. Corey, something is wrong with your device because I'm not able to hear you with any degree of clarity.
Can you hear me better now, Your Honor?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, this was filed as a money judgment. However, there was just service by attachment. So at this time, we will be removing the money judgment portion of the judgment.
Very well. The court will sign the order upon presentment, striking the any money judgment portion at this time. All right. As it relates, you do have to mute your device there, please. Thank you. As it relates to the suffix 8102, is Miss Marie Williams in this Zoom? Miss Marie Williams at the Roselawn address. If you're in this Zoom, please say something at this time.
Your Honor, there should have been a dismissal sent in yesterday for this matter. If not, I'll follow up with my legal assistant, but this matter will be dismissed.
All right. I will indicate the dismissal at this time, counsel. I have not seen anything that's populated to the file yet, but it will be noted as dismissed at plaintiff's request. Thank you. the plaintiff. As I say, send it in. I don't know if we received.
Okay.
All right, this,
Here, Your Honor, the one for today.
gotcha. Thank you. All right, this is case number 234817. This is the Great City LLC versus Tamika Ross and occupants of property located at 8101. The court is also calling at
Somebody being paid up.
2034-7919. That's NFH Realty LLC versus Richard Barnes regarding property located at 18215 Brightmore, it appears, in the city of Detroit. Just one moment, sir. All right, your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levanser, P41712, appearing on behalf of plaintiffs.
All right, thank you, counsel. And are there any attorneys representing any of the two individuals, either of the two individuals that I've called on these cases? If you're an attorney and you're representing either of these persons, please let me know at this time. All right, do I have Tamika Ross on the Zoom, living at Molina Street? And Tamika Ross, if you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Tamika Ross is on the floor. All right, I'm looking now for Richard Barnes or any person living at the Brightmore address in Detroit. Say something if you're on this Zoom at this time. All right, so it appears in these matters that this is the first hearing, counsel, regarding these matters. Is that your calculation as well, sir?
With regard to the file with the suffix 817, it's my understanding that that's the first hearing. With regard to the file with the suffix 919, my understanding it's the second hearing, Your Honor.
Let me see. Okay, I do see a notation that was a hearing and then it was adjourned to the 7th of December. And of course, we were closed at that time, but that date was set because of prior hearing. You're correct. I will reset the suffix 817 for February the 11th, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. As it relates to the suffix 919, given that this is the second hearing and defendant is not appeared, the court will enter a judgment by default on the terms and conditions as set forth in the complaint as updated based on the expiration of time. The court will sign the order upon submission requiring that it be complied with on or before the 1st of February, or after that date, a judgment will strike that a writ will issue. All right, counsel, so submit your order, sir.
Your Honor, who is your clerk today?
Ms. Hunter.
Ms. Hunter? Thank you very
Yes.
much.
This is case number 23-48122. This is Argo Property Management versus China Wright and other occupants of property located at 20025 Hubble Street. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Corey, P82210 on behalf of plaintiff.
Good morning, Your
Thank you.
Honor. Cody Brooks, P83108 on behalf of the defendant.
Thank you, Mr. Brooks. And counsel, you may, Mr. Brooks, you may update me regarding this matter, sir.
Certainly. It does appear that Miss Wright is here as well. Miss Wright.
Good morning to you, Ms. Wright.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
EDP has been followed in this case, Your Honor. We just need to work out and finalize a payment plan. I've discussed this with Mr. Corey, and we're looking for a short adjournment to February 5th, if it's available on your calendar.
That makes sense to you, Mr. Corey?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Wright, you understand what's going on here, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. All right, so ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn it to February the 5th, 2021. I'll set that over for 9:30 a.m. That will be the next action date, the next Zoom in date. And my hopes, of course, is that the matter will be resolved. I do wish you all well.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Wright, and thank you, Mr. Corey.
Thank you.
This is case number 23-48825. This is Marietta Rush and Gerald Bourne versus Sharice Doe and Renee Gilbert and other occupants of property at 3322 East Outer Drive. The matter is before the court on the filing of complaint for recovery of possession of property. Your appearance at this time, counsel? Do I have Mr. Hill, Mr. Potts? All right, do I have on this Zoom Sharice Doe or Renee Gilbert or anybody maybe at that 3322 East Outer Drive address? Please say something if you're on this Zoom.
Yes, we're here.
All right, I see two people talking. Please tell me your name.
Sharice Doe.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Doe.
Renee
Just one moment.
Gilbert.
All right, Ms. Gilbert is there. All right, just one moment. All right, I do see where this is the first hearing regarding this matter. Have the two of you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding the property where you live? Ms. Doe?
We're no longer there at the property.
You moved out already?
We've been
Right.
out since October.
All right. Okay, so I'm trying to get a hold of the attorney on the other side on this, because that probably be the case would be dismissed. Did you turn in keys or how is it that you made?
We
your exit?
turned in keys and everything and had the house cleaned out.
Okay, all right.
They did a walkthrough and everything. We have that. They did a
All
walkthrough.
right. So just so that my court reporter know who's talking, the lady with the pearls on, say your name because you're the one talking.
Sharice Doe.
All right, thank you, Ms. Doe. All right.
You're welcome.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand down on this for just a moment and we'll try and get the attorney on the other side to see if we can get this resolved, given the fact that you're no longer living in the property. So just hold tight for, I'll come back to you now.
Sure thing.
This is case number 23-48829. This is LaQuelle Washington versus Gloria Snurling and other occupants of property at 13595 Ashton. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your appearance at this time, counsel. Mr. Horka?
Good morning, Judge Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, sir. And do I have on this Zoom Gloria Snurling, Snerling? If you're on the Zoom, please identify yourself at this time. All right, it looks like I've got no response from the tenant occupant at this time. And this looks like the first hearing on this matter.
Yes.
Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I will set the matter for 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. That'll be the next action date. Second, defendant does not appear. The court will entertain a motion to dismiss. Strike that a motion for entry of default judgment at that time. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. 2/21 at 9 a.m.
That's correct, sir.
Thank you.
2/11. It's 2/11/21, right?
I did hear that wrong. Thank you. 2/11 at 9 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
All right, this is case number 23-48787. This is Open Door Property Management Incorporated versus Takari Moore and other occupants of property on Warwick Street, 8282. The court also calls the suffix 8791, that's Save on Energy LLC versus Elizabeth Edwards and other occupants of property at 16164 Bramall. The court calls the suffix 8734, that's Senya Al Management Group versus William Strickland and other occupants of property at 15373 Greenfield, unit number 001. The court calls the suffix 8834, and that's actually 2034, 8834. That's Robert Holmes Maynard versus Mary Lockridge and other occupants of property located at 5100 Rush Street, apartment 208. Your appearance at this time for the plaintiff.
Your Honor, for the record, Attorney Frederick Coleman, P 56548. On behalf of each plaintiff on the last matter called, I'm saying for the attorney of record, Lee Ravitch.
All right, thank you, counsel. Any counsels for respective defendants on either of these matters, please enter your appearance at this time. All right, do I have on this Zoom Takari Moore regarding property on Warwick? If you are on this Zoom, please say something at this time. All right, it appears that the defendant has not appeared on this matter. Counsel, this does appear to be the first hearing.
Your Honor, that is correct. This is the first hearing. The first initial hearing was during the close down.
All right, so I will set it over for the 11th of February 2021 and set this matter over for 9:15 a.m. 9:15 a.m. will be the next hearing regarding this matter. So,
Thank you, Your Honor.
I do see that Ms. Edwards is on the Zoom. I'm coming to you in just a moment, ma'am. Regarding the suffix 7834, do I have William Strickland regarding this matter? William Strickland or any person at the Greenfield address unit 005. Say something if you're on the Zoom. And counsel, it looks like, I'm not sure, is this the first hearing or second hearing on this?
This is actually the second hearing, Your Honor. The first hearing was on November 13th. It was adjourned out to February the 7th. December the 7th.
Yes.
And today would be the second hearing.
And that comports with the notations on the court files. Given that Mr. Strickland has not appeared, the court will now entertain your motion for entry of default judgment. You so move, counsel.
So moved, Your Honor. I will forward the default judgment to your clerk shortly.
All right, the default judgment will enter upon the terms parade in the complaint as updated due to the expiration of time. The court will sign the order require that be complied with on before the 1st of February, or after that date, a writ will issue allowing for eviction from the property. It is so ordered at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And just one moment, sir. Regarding the suffix 8834, I'm looking now for Mary Lockridge and any occupants of property at 5100 Rush Street, apartment 208. If you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time. This does appear to be the first hearing regarding this matter. The court accordingly will set the matter over for the next action date, noting that the defendant did not appear on this date. The matter be set over for the 11th of February 2021 at 9:15 a.m. The defendant's failure to appear at the next hearing could result in the entry of a judgment by default. So ordered.
Understood, Your Honor.
And I do have Ms. Elizabeth Edwards. I see you there, ma'am. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
And Ms. Edwards, you live at the property there on Bramwell. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Ma'am, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding your rights in this matter and regarding opportunities that there may be to resolve this matter, ma'am?
Yes, I've talked with someone and they were supposed to reach back out to me. I'm not sure if over the holiday I got lost in the shuffle, but I have not heard anything back from anyone.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to set it up now so that you can talk with someone that will be able to give you some legal advice and information regarding this file. They may be able to represent you, but they may not. I'm not sure of that, but at least it's a starting place to give you someone to talk to go over what your rights may be. You understand, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead now and set a new date in this matter for you to come back to court. I'm going to go ahead and set that date on the 10th of February. That's 2/10/21. And I'm going to set that date at 9:00 a.m. That's when you'll Zoom back in. Right now, I'm going to send you to a breakout room to talk privately with a lawyer about this case. And
Nope.
Good morning. After that, you'll be free to Zoom out, and then you'll come back on the 10th. Understand?
I couldn't hear you, Your Honor. Somebody's not on mute, so I couldn't hear you.
Somebody doing their thing somewhere else. And
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna send you to a breakout room to talk with a lawyer. And after that, you'll be able to Zoom out and then come back on the 10th of February at 9:00 a.m. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you're gonna get a prompter from me in just a moment. Who's available to talk to Ms. Edwards?
I'm available, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Santorio. Attorney Santorio is gonna meet you in breakout room number 1, ma'am. And so you're gonna get a prompter from me in just a moment, Ms. Edwards, and there is your prompter for breakout room number 1.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am, and they'll meet you there in just a moment. Mr. Santorio, is somebody else going there with you?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. There you go, sir.
Anthony, shoot me an email.
Do I have Mr. Ryan Hill or anybody from Mr. Hill's office?
I'm here,
Yeah.
Judge.
All right, Mr. Hill, I'm back on the record regarding 23-4-8825. That's Marietta Rush and Gerald Bourne versus Sharice Doe and Renee Doe. Miss Doe and Miss Gilbert are on this Zoom and earlier indicated to me that they have already moved out of the property down back in October of 2020. Your appearance, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ryan Hill, P68445, on behalf of the Judge, I'm looking at my notes. I don't see that, but if that's the case, then obviously, can we get just an order, I guess, or can I just leave it there? You know what? Can I verify at least, and then I'm okay with dismissing it.
All right.
You got.
So you want me to recall it in a few minutes, or you need a control date or something?
No, just give me a couple minutes, Judge. I'll call and make sure, and then I'm okay with dismissing it as long as they vacate it.
We have a picture of them signing off when we did the walkthrough.
Yeah.
I believe you. Just let me verify so my client doesn't yell at me, and then I have no problem dismissing it. Is that okay, Judge?
All right, very well. So Mr. Hill, the attorney for the plaintiffs in this matter, is going to speak with his clients just to try and verify the move out, and then this case should be dismissed at the end of that. So I'm going to have everybody stand down on this for just a few minutes, and Mr. Hill will let me know.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Thank you. Ms. Doe and Ms. Gilbert, I'll be right back with you. All right, this is case number 23-47899. This is Logistical Property Management versus Adrian Arrington and other occupants of property located at 8331 Wickham Street in the city of Detroit. Matters before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your appearance at this time, do I have Mr. Landau? All right. Do I have Adrian Arrington?
Sorry, Your Honor, I'm on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Landau. Do I have Ms. Adrian Arrington on this property regarding the property in Whitcomb? Please say something if you're here.
Olive.
I'm sorry. Are you Ms. Arrington? right, counsel, it appears that, all right, it appears that Ms. Arrington is not here. Looks like this is the second hearing regarding this matter, Mr. Landau. Accordingly, the court will grant your petition entry of judgment by default, and will order that, and will enter the judgment on the terms as set forth in the complaint, allowing for any updates, and will order that the same be complied with on or before the 1st of February 2021, or after that date, a writ will issue allowing for eviction from the subject property is so ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. This is case number 23-48795. This is GW 7605 LLC versus Monet Perry and other occupants of property located in the city of Detroit at 605 Hazelwood, number 21. Your appearance at this time, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sidney Katz, P51471 on behalf of the plaintiff.
All right, thank you, Mr. Katz. And let's see if I have Monet Perry or any occupant of the property on Hazelwood, number 21. If you're on this Zoom, say something.
Yes, this is Monet Perry. I'm here.
All right. So say good morning again, Miss Perry.
Good morning. This is Monet Perry. I'm here.
It's not your fault, but somebody else keeps lighting up at the same time that you light up. And that's why we to identify where you are. So.
Hi, can you see me?
Yeah. Now you're somewhere where you have your phone says Carter's you on an iPad, correct?
Yeah, I'm on my kid's iPad. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. All right. Let me just get you set up here. All right, Miss Perry. This is your first time in court regarding this matter. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. All right. So, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter, or to go over and discuss what your rights are in this matter, ma'am?
Yes, I was able to contact Lakeshore Legal Aid, the number that was given to me. However, they put me on the list for Southwest Solutions to assist with the rent, but no one ever contacted me back. So I'm assuming that I'm still like on some sort of waiting list or something.
All right. So let me get you to someone that can talk with you this morning regarding this matter. So okay. I'm going to set up the next date in this matter, Mr. Katz. That date is going to be February the 10th, given that this is a first hearing. February 10, 21, and that's going to be at 9 o'clock a.m. the hearing on this matter, and that's the date also that you'll come back in, Mr. Perry. Right now, I'm going to set it up for you to go into a breakout room and to talk with a lawyer privately regarding this matter. They may or may not be able to represent you, but at least they'll get things started regarding what your rights are and information as to how you might resolve this case. You understand, ma'am?
Understood.
All right. So who's available to talk to Ms. Perry at this time?
Judge, I'm available to talk to her.
All right. So Attorney Willingham is going to speak with you. She's going to meet you in breakout room number 2. So you're going to receive a notification on your device, Ms. Perry, that's going to say go to breakout room 2 or something to that effect. And once you see that, just click on and you can go on into breakout room 2. You see a notification.
Your Honor, could you also, I'm sorry, could you also add me to that breakout room as well?
All right, then I will send you there, Mr. Salami.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. If they can contact me, if we could try to come to some resolution before the 10th.
Ms. Petroni, that's of course Mr. Katz who's talking, and he would like for there to be some not with Ms. Petroni, Ms. Willingham.
That's fine. I'll actually send you my phone number and my email via chat.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Katz. And Ms. Willingham, I'm sending you there right now. And Mr. Salami, yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's what costs.
Oh, okay.
Come back on Wednesday.
Okay, all right.
That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason we're doing that.
I'll read the motion.
And Mr. Hill, just give me a signal when you're ready, sir.
Ready, Judge.
Okay. You said ready?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. And I see that Ms. Stoll and Ms. Gilbert is yet on the Zoom. And this is the suffix 8825, Marietta Rush and Gerald Warren versus Sharice Hill and Renee Gilbert. And Mr. Hill, you may at this time, sir.
Your Honor, I was unable to get in touch with my clients, but can I just ask the tenants a couple questions and I'll dismiss it?
Okay.
All right, sure. Ms. Gilbert?
What was the date that you vacated when my client signed off?
10/31.
10/31?
Yes, October the 31st.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Ms. Stoll? Okay. So I have to identify who's talking. I know which one you are, but I have to make sure my court reporter knows. So that was Ms. Stoll that said October 31st. Go ahead.
No,
Mr.
Renee Gilbert.
No, Ms. Gilbert has the pearls on, right?
No, Miss Doe has the pearls on. I'm waiting on the inauguration. I'm trying to get through this thing. Come on, let's go. Good
Madam
morning.
Reporter, whoever the court reporter is, it's the opposite. All right, so thank you. Ms. Doe, he's addressing you at this time. You may, Mr. Hill.
Ms. Doe, so it was October of last year when you guys vacated and they signed off?
October 31st.
Okay, all right. Judge, I'm fine with that. I trust them. I'll agree to dismiss it.
All right, so the court will enter an order dismissing this case. That's the end of this matter, Ms. Doe and Ms. Gilbert. I wish you well, and thank you, counsel. We'll
Thank you.
wait the email of your order, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, the court is calling 23-4-8106. This is Orrington Property Group versus Felita Houston and other occupants of property located at 16680 Edmore. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. This is the second hearing regarding this matter. Do I have Felita Houston on this Zoom? Do I have anyone living at 16680 Edmore? Say something if you're on the Zoom. All right, it appears that the defendant has not appeared regarding this matter. The plaintiff is represented by Mr. James Abbott, whose P number is 26085. This is the second hearing. The defendant having not appeared, the court will enter the judgment now by default on the terms and conditions as prayed in the complaint, subject to update based upon the expiration of time. Compliance must be had on that on before February the 1st of 2021, or after that, a writ of restitution will issue, allowing for eviction from the property of this matter. It is so ordered at this time. This is case number 23-4-8857. This is Ricardo Wright versus occupants of property located at 19429 Goddard Street. The court also calls the suffix 861 as Creative USA Investment Group LLC versus occupants of property at 16422 Collingham in the city of Detroit. Madam Counsel, your appearance at this time, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Nasreen Hammoud, P number 80522, appearing on behalf of the plaintiffs in both of those matters.
All right, thank you, counsel. Are there any attorneys for defendants with regard to the two matters that have been called at this time?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what was the second matter that was called?
That was 8861, that's Creative versus occupants on Collingham Street.
And the first matter, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Problem, sir, that's on Goddard Street. That's Ricardo Wright
Yes.
versus occupants on Goddard Street.
I'm here on that matter, Your Honor.
All right, very well. Your appearance with regard to that matter, sir.
Your Honor, Joe McGuire, P75571, appearing on behalf of defendant.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. McGuire. In just one moment, Mr. McGuire. Regarding the suffix 8861, do I have any person claiming to occupy that property? Say something at this time if you're here. Property on Goddard Street. Right, that does appear to be a first hearing on this matter, Ms. Wu. Accordingly, I will go ahead and reset that matter for the 11th. That's 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. That'll be the next action date on the suffix 8861. Right. And Mr. McGuire, regarding the suffix 8857, update me on this matter, if you will, sir.
Your Honor, I was retained by defendant on this case after it was adjourned. I believe it was adjourned initially for a hearing in December. I got adjourned to today.
You're breaking up, Mr. McGuire.
Sure. Sorry. Do you hear me now, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This matter got adjourned from December to today, and I am here representing defendant. The two issues that I have seen so far with this case are ownership. It appears, at least to me, that there is no deed recording ownership for the plaintiff, and my client has had somebody else come and present themselves as the owner of the property. And also, they claim that my client took possession by force or held over by force in their complaint. It appears to be a squatter complaint, but my client is not a squatter. He is a holdover tenant, I guess, at best.
Your Honor, I do have a copy of the deed, and I would be glad to submit a copy to Mr. McGuire as well as the court.
Thank you.
Well, all right. So, Mr. McGuire, are you looking to try and get this worked out, or your intent is to file an answer and some type of responsive pleadings in this matter?
Yes, I would ask for an adjournment. I can file a responsive pleading. I can take a look at the deed that is presented, and we can come back. Hopefully, we'll resolve it, but if not, we'll be prepared for a hearing.
And what's your client's name, if you will?
Victor Banks.
All right, thank you, Counsel. So I will go ahead and grant the control date of the 11th February 2021 at 9:00 a.m. as the next action date on this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Good day. All right. This is case number 2347863. This is R&R Asset Management Group versus Jonetta Jackson and other occupants of property at 17674 Shaftesbury in the city of Detroit, Shaftesbury, I'm sorry. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment to recover possession. This appears to be the second hearing regarding this matter. Your appearance for the plaintiff in this matter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Paul Huth, P31986, appearing on behalf of the.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Huth, and good morning to you, Madam Counsel. Your appearance at this time.
Morning, Your Honor. Andrea Enright, P70981 for the defendant, who is also on the call.
All right. Thank you, and good morning to you, Madam Counsel. And good morning, Ms. Jackson. Where are you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, ma'am. I see you there. All right. Tell me what's going on here, Ms. Enright, please.
Your Honor, this is, as you mentioned, determination of tenancy. My client is looking to move. We're just trying to get a little bit more time. Maybe if I can talk to Mr. Huth about a date certain. If we can talk in the breakout room, we can work something out.
All right, Mr. Huth, you willing to engage in some conversation in that regard, sir, in private?
Sure. Thank you, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I'm going to give you all the benefit of breakout room number 3. It's a very special room. It's called the resolution room.
Thank you, Judge.
We'll take it.
Thank you.
Is hoping that it works. So I'm gonna sit you there, crack myself. I'm gonna sit you there.
Did you have enough coffee this morning, Judge, or?
Not a coffee drinker for very obvious reasons. All right, there you go. And we'll be right back to you, Ms. Jackson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, this is case number 23-4. Do I have Mr. Bajami? I know he indicated he was in another. Mr. Abbott, are you there?
I'm here, Your Honor. Sorry.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I just heard one of your matters and entered a default judgment on the suffix 8106, where it was the second hearing and defendant did not appear.
Thank you. I'll submit that paperwork this afternoon.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, this is case number 23-42751. This is last name Abadogan versus Alan T. Janice and other occupants of property located at 8145 Wickham. Again, that's the suffix 2751. The court also calls 20346890. That's 18091 Law versus Shakaya Harris and other occupants of property located at 18091 Lawn apartment, the first floor apartment. Your appearance at this time for the plaintiff on the suffix 2751.
I'm here, Your Honor. This is Shakir Harris speaking.
Mr. Corey, I believe, is on this matter. Mr. Corey, your appearance, sir. You're on mute, Mr. Corey.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mark Corey, 282210 on behalf of Clifford for this matter.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit, Mr. Corey. I don't know if it's in the system or, but I did get your appearance, sir. And Ms. Petroni, are you on the other side of this, ma'am?
Your Honor, Jamesia Willingham with Michigan Legal Services. Alyssa is over in Jones Coleman. I just chatted her to tell her to come back for this matter. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Regarding the Alan Janice matter, your appearance at this time, ma'am?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Alyssa Petroni, P82293 from Michigan Legal Services, appearing on behalf of Ms. Allen, who is on the line as well.
Got too much noise. Hold on one second here. Please mute your devices because you are interfering with the hearing. Those of you that are not a part of this immediate hearing. Update me at this time, if you will, Ms. Petroni.
Yes, so we've been in, Ms. Allen and I have been in communication with the attorney for the plaintiff, Mr. Mark Clory. We are potentially a day or two away from a settlement in this matter. EDP funds have been reserved for Ms. Allen, so we're going to be pursuing a settlement through the eviction diversion program. So at this time, we're requesting just a short adjournment to finalize the agreement.
All right, that makes sense to you, Mr. Corey, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So I've put you out at the February the 10th. That makes sense to set it for that date, Ms. Petroni?
Yes.
All right. So I will set it over for February the 10th, 2021. I'll set it on that date at 9:30 a.m. It'll be the next action date. And Ms. Janice, you understand what's going on here, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. All right. So I wish you well, ma'am. We'll see you on the next action date regarding this matter. I also have, and I believe that Ms. Petroni, you are on this matter. Let me see if Mr. Is someone from Mr. Sagati's office present on this? All right. Go ahead and enter your appearance. Well, that's in regard to Ms. Harris. Shakia Harris.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor. Alyssa Petroni, P82293 from Michigan Legal Services, appearing on behalf of Ms. Harris. I believe there might be a representative from the plaintiff on the line as well.
Yeah, I know that Mr. Sagati has someone standing in, Mr. Fleshland, but I don't think that he's in the Zoom right now.
Jamie Sweeney here.
Yeah.
I'm the plaintiff.
Well, you're not an attorney, are you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. I got you though. You're plaintiff regarding this particular problem. Thank you so much, ma'am. So, Ms. Petroni, can you give me some insight as to what's going on here, please?
Yes, so the eviction diversion program funds have been reserved for Ms. Harris. We are just in the final steps of negotiating some of the details regarding the agreement. So I guess this time we'd be asking for another short adjournment just to get the details finalized and submit to the court.
Ms. Whitney, that sounds like something that you're familiar with? Ms. Whitney?
Hi, Your Honor.
Yeah, that sounds like something you're familiar with, what the attorney's been talking about?
I'm not familiar with another adjournment. I was hoping to get it worked out.
Well, it looks like they're working it out, but they haven't come to the final resolution on this. So the adjournment would just be a control date because the attorney seems to believe that that they're very close to having this worked out.
Okay, Your Honor.
Now, if I adjourn it, that doesn't mean that it goes out to the next date. It means that it gives the parties an opportunity in that interim to get it finalized. And it doesn't mean you have to come back to court to get it finalized, and that would be the end of the case. You understand that, Ms. Sweeney?
Yes, Your Honor.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set it out for 2/10/21 at 9:30 a.m. And Ms. Petroni seems to believe that it should be worked out before that time. They're moving towards a final resolution. That would mean that an order would be submitted to me, and that would be the end of the case. So I look forward to receiving the order if that gets done. If not, then the party would be back in front of me, on the 10th of February at 9:30 a.m. All right, good day. That completes the hearing on that matter.
Thank you.
Judge Paul Hughes here. Ms. Enright and I, we're in your resolution room and we're close, but she has to meet with her client in a breakout room to confirm.
All right.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Enright, is it okay if I send your client to the resolution room?
Yes, please, Your Honor. She's titled Phoenix's iPhone. Just
Whose iPhone?
Phoenix.
Phoenix? Okay. Great. See if I can find that. Okay, got it. All right. So Miss Jackson, you're getting ready to go to breakout room number 3. So you'll see the prompter on your device in just a moment there, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
There it is. All right, this is case number 20-347826. This is Third and Grand versus Jalen Hollins Bogan and other occupants of property located at 2911 West Grand Boulevard, 2146 in the city of Detroit. Appearance counsel, do I have Mr. Grand or someone from his office?
Monica Bunsell, P79738, appearing on behalf of Third and Grand LLC.
All right, and your volume is like really loud and a bit cloudy, so see if you can adjust that a little bit, but at least I'm able to hear it. All right, do I have on the Zoom Jalen Hollins Bogan, if you're on the Zoom?
Here.
All right, and your last 4 digits, 9948, is that correct? On the phone that you're on?
No.
Hello? Hello? Okay, well, the only person I'm talking to now is Hollins Bogans. Say something, ma'am.
Here.
So what's the first 3 digits of your phone number, please, of the device that you're on?
313-331.
Okay, got you. All right, ma'am. Thank you and good morning to you.
Good morning.
Just one moment here. Putting your name in. All right, Ms. Bogan. Ms. Bogan, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter? and to discuss what your right might be in this regard. You had an opportunity to do so, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
So what I'm going to do is I will give you an opportunity to speak with someone that can go what your rights are and discuss the opportunities that there might be to get this matter resolved. So I'm going to set this for our next action date, and that date is going to be the 10th of November, November 10th, and that's going to be at 9:15 a.m. November 10, 9:15 a.m. I'm going to go
You
over
said
your-
February. I'm sorry, I can't hear. February
Yes,
10th.
ma'am. February the 10th, at 9:15 a.m. on February the 10th will be the next action date.
Do I contact my own lawyer or?
No, I'm getting ready to send you to a breakout room to talk to someone that will be able to give you some advice and some direction. They may be able to represent you, they may not, but they'll at least talk to you and give you some direction as to what you should do next. You understand?
Thank you.
Mr. Santorio, are you able to talk with Ms. Bogan at this time, sir?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Bogan, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1, where you can talk to Mr. Santorio.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, can you also put me in there as well?
Who's that talking?
Mr. Salami, I'm with UCHC as well. I'm just observing.
Thanks, Mr. Salami. I will send you there, sir. Ms.
Thank you,
Bogan,
sir.
I'm sending you to number 1 right now. And there's the prompter, ma'am. Just click onto that. And Mr. Salami, I sent you somewhere before, so let's see if you're stuck somewhere else. Yeah, you're in number 2, so I'm going to send you back to number 1. And Madam Counsel, you have the next action date on this matter. I don't know if you're in contact with Mr. Santorio, but that would be the next thing is to try and make some contact with him so the two of you can talk about where this matter is going.
Okay. I don't have his contact information, but I can drop my information in the chat.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Who's that?
Hi. I'm not sure if you called case last 48861. I'm kind of hard of hearing.
Okay. Well, just hang tight. We'll get to your case shortly then.
Okay.
All right. So
We did call her case. What was her last number? 8861. 8861.
got it.
We have a court date for 2/11. Her name is, she's on Collingham Drive.
Yeah, you're on Collingham Drive. Is that correct, ma'am?
I'm here on behalf of the person on Collingham.
The court date is
Do
2/11.
you live there?
No, my sister-in-law does.
Well, you can't represent her, but in any event, their new date is
The 11th.
the 11th.
9.
The 11th of February at 9 o'clock a.m. That's when they've got to come back to court. 11th of February to 11th at 9 o'clock a.m.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, somebody was having a problem with just one moment. All right, this is case number 23478991. This is Carla Robinson versus Julia Cifuentes and other occupants of property at 12824 Steel Street, unit number 1. The court also calls the suffix 8898, that's Zing Investment LLC versus Timothy Jackson and occupants of property at 11385 Greenfield, apartment 229. Court calls the suffix 8914, that's the Good City versus Keith Collins and other occupants of property located at 9120 Abington. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Randy Levasseur, P41712, appearing on behalf of the plaintiffs.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have any attorney representing any defendant regarding any of the 3 matters I've called? If you're counsel on any of these matters, please say something at this time. All right. And do I have Cifuentes on this Zoom? Julia Cifuentes, if you're on this Zoom, please say something at this time regarding the address on Steel Street, number 1. Regarding the property on Greenfield Road, apartment 229, Timothy Jackson, if you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Timothy Johnson, I'm sorry. Please say something at this time. Do I have Keith Collins on Abington Street? Please say something if you're at that location at this time, please say something. All right, counsel, it looks like in each of these matters that the respective defendants have not appeared. I do note that with regard to Mr. Collins on the suffix 8914, that matter is properly set for 1050. We're not quite there on that one yet. However, it does appear that with regard to 7891, that this is a second hearing on that matter. It does appear that the other 2 matters are first hearings. I believe that you're asking the court that the court would enter judgment by default on the suffix 7891. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. The judgment will enter by default in this matter on the terms and conditions as praised in the complaint, subject to update given the expiration of time. Such judgment must be complied with on or before the 1st of February 2021, or after that date, a writ will issue allowing for eviction from the property. The court will sign the judgment upon presentment. The other 2 matters, I'm going to I'm going to adjourn them based upon the administrative order, as this is the first hearing in these matters. They will be set over for 2/11/21. They'll be set for 9 o'clock a.m., sir.
That's 9 a.m., Your Honor?
9 a.m., sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, I think we have a resolution in the R&R case.
We do, Your Honor.
Amazing. All right.
Resolution room and everything.
All right, I'm back on the record in the suffix 7863. Actually, that's 2347863. That's R&R Asset Management Group versus Janita Jackson. And the attorneys have respectively entered their appearance. And Ms. Enright, you may proceed at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor. We did discuss, I just discussed with Mr. Huth as well as my client, Ms. Jackson. We are going to enter a judgment with a move-out date of February the 15th. The judgment will be set aside if the defendant complies with that. Mr. Huth is going to submit that to me and my client for signature, and then I will submit that to the court for same.
All right. I do have a judgment that has been submitted to the court. I'm adjusting the date on that matter to the 15th of February 2021. I'm putting in the portion that says further order that if the defendant move as agreed upon in this document, the judgment will be set aside. If the defendant does not vacate by that date, then a restitution may be had for execution. Does that comport with what the parties have agreed to in this matter? Mr. Hugh?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Enright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Jackson, is that in fact the agreement that you reached regarding this matter, ma'am?
Oh, you're on mute still.
Did she make it?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry about that.
All right, you were able to hear me go over the agreement. Is that correct, ma'am?
Correct.
So I will sign the order as presented and as set forth on this record, and we'll make sure a copy gets emailed for dissemination.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great
Thank
day.
you, Your Honor.
Great day to you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
Right.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
No, not yet, sir. Just one moment. All right, sir, you were saying something. Who are you?
I'm Darren Hearn, case ending in 8893.
All right.
And I was calling to make sure they haven't called me yet. Case scheduled for 10:30.
Well, I probably haven't called you yet. Yeah, I haven't called you yet, but I'm going to get to you. You're represented by Mr. Santorio, is that correct?
No, Your Honor, he's the plaintiff.
All right.
I'm representing Mr. Robertson, Jeremy
All right,
Robertson.
thank you. Yeah, you're representing Mr. Robinson. Yeah, we'll get to your matter in just a moment, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Vajani, you there? This is case number 20-348865 and 8869 and 65. This is mutual property versus occupants of property at 11303 Westwood. The suffix 8869 is mutual property versus Martell Harris. And your appearance regarding these matters, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ely Bijani on behalf of the plaintiff, P74626.
All right, thank you, counsel. And do I have, let's see, do I have on this so many occupant of property at Westwood, 11303 Westwood?
Your Honor, regarding this matter, the plaintiff or the defendant was personally served, and the defendant illegally occupying this property. In our complaint, we requested an immediate writ of eviction in paragraph 9. At this moment, we're asking for a default judgment.
All right, Mr. Bajani, I've heard you on the motion. I'm going to do a second notice nonetheless on this because of the extraordinary relief that is being requested. I will set it out 10 days, and I'll take your motion under advisement for entry of judgment. So that's going to give it the 1st of February, if you will, 2/1/21, be the next hearing on this at 9:00 a.m. We're going to send a renotice. If the defendant does not appear on that date, the court will allow for, number 1, the entry of default judgment, and number 2, the immediate execution of a writ upon judgment. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir. With regard to the suffix 8869, do I have Martell Harris and any occupants of property on Woodmont Street?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I do see you, Mr. Harris, and good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right. Mr. Harris, I know that this is the first hearing regarding this matter. You have the right to the assistance of an attorney. Have you had an opportunity to speak with an attorney regarding your rights in this matter and regarding opportunities that there might be to resolve this matter, sir?
Yes, sir. I spoke with Maria with Lakeshore Legal Aid with the Detroit Eviction Diversion Program.
Mr. Harris? Yeah, let me stop you for a moment because I don't know if it's your device.
Yes.
something is going on where,
Yes.
okay, it's better now. Okay, so you said you spoke with someone regarding the eviction diversion
Okay.
program.
Yes, Maria.
Okay. All right. So let me get you hooked up to somebody because they can align any of the issues that may be there. So I'm going to have you talk with someone today that can give you some direction. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set this for the next hearing date. That's going to be the 10th of February at 9:30 a.m. That's going to be your next hearing date on this matter. And today I'm going to set it up for you to talk with a lawyer, and then you can discuss with them the what you've already began doing with regard to the eviction diversion program. And they can tell you about additional assets that may become available in the near future. You understand, sir? You understand, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Harris, you understand me? I know we have a little bit of technology problems here, but it's going to all work out. Okay, I'm going to get you set up with somebody, so just stand by, and I'm going to send you to a breakout room as soon as I have someone that can talk with you and give you some legal advice. You understand?
Okay.
Judge, I can speak with him.
All right. So Attorney Willingham is going to speak with you right now. She's in breakout room number 2. And so I'm going to send you to number 2, Mr. Harris, and you'll meet with Ms. Willingham at that location.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes all my matters. And Ms. Willingham, she has my contact information. You can just email me once we figure out what's going on in this case.
Excellent.
Thank you,
all right,
Judge.
so Mr. Martin. Okay. All right, excellent. Thank you, sir. This is case number 20348881. This is Elite Landlord Services LLC versus Tina Garcia. The court also calls 20348873. This is TEGRF owner LLC versus Burnett Drawl and other occupants of property located at 100 Riverfront Drive, apartment 1301. The court calls the suffix 8877. This is TEGRF owner LLC versus Michael Stewart and other occupants of property at 100 Riverfront, number 2304. All right, looks like I've got 2 Levines, but they are something is different here. Anyway, let me have your appearance, Mr. Summers, regarding the 8881 matter.
Good morning, Your Honor. Happy New Year to you. Kevin Summers appearing on behalf of plaintiff P number 34458.
All right, thank you, sir. Good morning to you and Happy New Year to you as well. Do I have Tina Garcia with respect to the property on Alaska Street, 7440 Alaska, apartment 1? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time.
Here he is.
Do I have Ms. Garcia? All right, it does appear that the defendant has not appeared on this first hearing date. Under the administrative order, the court would then set it for a subsequent date. I'll set it over to 2/11/21 as the next action date of this matter. I'll set that at 9:15 a.m.
I'm sorry, what was that, Your Honor? What time?
9:15 a.m. on 2/11/21.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Your Honor, I was the attorney on the other 2 matters.
Yes, sir. I'm coming to you. Just a moment. All right. Your appearance with respect to 8873 and 8877, sir.
Your Honor, my name is I. Matthew Miller from Swistack and Levine, P51351, and I'm here on the matters for TEGRF owner LLC.
Thank you, counsel. And good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
Let's see. Do I have Burnett Draw regarding property on Riverfront, apartment 1301? If you're on the Zoom, please say something at this time. Let's see. Do I have Michael Stewart at 100 Riverfront Drive, apartment 2304? If you're on the Zoom, please say something. All right. It looks like with respect to both matters, I have indication that defendants have not appeared in these matters. Given that it is the first hearing, the court would, pursuant to the administrative order, adjourn the matter over for the next action date. I'm going to adjourn them over until the 2nd of February, 2021. If defendants do not appear at that time, the court will entertain a motion for entry of default judgment, as it would be the second hearing. That is February the 2nd, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Your Honor, and I assume we had attachment service on both of those matters?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then, Your Honor, I have a third matter before you that you haven't called, 885.
Yeah, it's sitting right there. Oh, hey, yeah, that's the next case.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir. This is the suffix 8885. This is Beal Properties LLC versus occupants of property on Myers Road, apartment 2. That's William Bayham and Samar Seaburn and Terrion Seaburn and Toriana Stevenson and occupants of property at that location. Counsel, you've entered your appearance in this regard. Any of those persons living at or connected to the property of Myers Road, apartment number 2, any of those persons on this Zoom, if you are, say something at this time. If there's any person residing at the Myers Road address, apartment 2, say something on this Zoom at this time. All right, it appears that there have been no response in this matter, and I note again that it is the first hearing regarding this matter. So, sir, I'm going to go ahead and set that one over for that date on the 2nd of February, 10 o'clock a.m. Again,
Put my headphones in because I can hear, but I can't hear at the same time. All right.
Can I have you put your self on mute, please? Anyone on the iPhone?
All right. So anyway, if
I heard you, Your Honor. I'm all set. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, sir. Good day to you.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Yeah, I already scheduled it.
This is case number 23-48893. This is Darren Hearns versus Jeremy Roberson and other occupants of property located at 13943 Evergreen in the city of Detroit. And Mr. Hearns, I see you there. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
You own the property on Evergreen, is that correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Your appearance at this time, counsel for defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. This is Anthony Sartorio, P number 84851, appearing for Mr. Robertson.
I see that Mr. Jeremy Robinson, is it Roberson or Robertson, sir?
It's Robertson, sir.
All right, so the file has Roberson, and that's why you heard me say Roberson. Thank you, Mr. Robertson. Good morning. All right, Mr. Santori, tell me what's going on here, sir.
Sure, Your Honor. This appears to be a first hearing, and so we'd like to ask for an adjournment so that we can file responsive pleadings and a counterclaim. However, we'd also like to ask, there's no heat in the unit for months. There's sewage backup to the unit whenever the Robertsons try to use their water. There's no electricity to the fridge and stove. The one toilet in the premises does not work. On December 9th, the plaintiff was cited by Building and Safety for failure to provide mechanical heating facilities to the property, but no repairs have been made. So we're going to request that the court order emergency repairs on the property at penalty of contempt of court.
All right, sir, Mr. Heron, I'm sorry, you've heard the request of the attorney. This is the first hearing, so I am going to set it over for an adjourned hearing date. That's going to be the 11th of February, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m. on February. Let me see, Mr. Centurio, does it have to be the 11th is on a Thursday, so should it be the 10th Wednesday?
You can make it to the 11th. That's fine with me, Your Honor.
So it's going to be on the 11th at 10 o'clock a.m. It's going to be the next hearing date. The attorney has indicated that you received notification that there are conditions that materially interfere with habitability in the unit. And he's asking that the court would order that there be emergency repairs made with respect to the property. What do you wish to say at this time, sir?
The problem is, Your Honor, me and the tenant is not communicating. The tenant haven't talked to me in 6-7 months. The tenant never called and told me that anything was broke. They called the inspector and had the inspector call me and say that the furnace was break. The tenant haven't paid rent in 10 months, Your Honor. The money from the rent would take care of the apartment. Everything was working when he moved in. I had the sewage company come out and snake their drains out twice since they've been there. He said that his girl was flushing down baby wipes or something down the toilet. I took care of that at my expense. And any problem they done had since then, I never was made aware of. He never called and told me anything. He haven't paid rent in 10 months.
All right. And so did you receive something from the city citing some conditions on the property, sir?
The person from the city called me and said that the heat wasn't working and that I need to get the heat fixed. But he never said anything about the sewage or the toilet being broke or nothing else to that effect.
All right, sir. So, sir, if you rent residential property, you have to rapidly respond. Unfortunately, even if you're not receiving rent, to conditions that interfere with habitability, and that is, in this instance, certainly the functionality of a toilet and a working furnace would be conditions that are habitability conditions. So I'm going to, I'm setting this over for the 11th. In the interim, I'm going to order that that you inspect and repair any function problems with the toilet, so the toilet is working properly, and that you immediately make repairs to any furnace condition that is causing there to not be heat in the unit. Finally, I will order that you abate any condition that exists with respect to sewage. So the three things that you have to do in the interim before I can get to any other parts of this case has to do with making sure that there is a working furnace, number one. Number two, abate the conditions, if any, with regard to sewage. And then finally, make sure that the toilet or that a toilet is working if there's more than one. You must have at least one toilet that is functional on the premises.
Your Honor, the electricity in the kitchen doesn't work, and so they cannot use their fridge or stove.
I must have missed that when you said that earlier. All right. So the fourth thing would be you've got to make sure that the electricity works in the kitchen. All right. You get those conditions corrected. I'll address issues regarding. Let's see, just one moment. Regarding rental obligations or even for rent in the interim at the next hearing date. But you have to have the premises in a state of habitability before we talk about rental type issues, sir. So the next date is the 11th, and that is at 10 o'clock a.m. And then you've got four things that have got to be corrected in the interim. The furnace must be working. Secondly, the toilet must be working. Thirdly, any sewage condition must be abated. And then fourthly, the lights, electrical circuits in the kitchen must be made functional. Defendant must not interfere with your ability to get access to the premises and must make the premises reasonably available for such repairs. Right? That is my order. I'll sign a document consistent with the same, and then I'll see the parties on the 11th of February, and that's going to be at 10 o'clock a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. And we will be filing responsive pleadings as well.
All right, good day.
Thank you.
See you at the next hearing. All right, good day to you. This is case number 23-48889. This is Woodbridge Estate Phase 4, direct at 5 versus Cassandra Winbush and other occupants of property at 1271 Selden Street. Your appearance at this time.
Morning, Your Honor. Joe Horka, P75969, representing the plaintiff.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Horka. Do I have Cassandra Winbush?
I'm here.
All right, thank you. Good morning to you, Ms. Winbush. So it looks like this is the first date of hearing regarding this matter. Ms. Winbush, have you had the opportunity to speak with a lawyer that might be able to assist you regarding this matter, ma'am? Ms. Winbush, are you there? Cassandra Winbush, I see your ID there. Say something, ma'am.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It cut off on me. I'm here. I'm Cassandra Winbush.
All right, thank you. Ms. Winbush, have you had the opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding your rights in this matter and opportunities that there might be to get this matter resolved, ma'am?
I have not. I had someone call me from the agency yesterday, and I had because I think that I had two different cases. I'm supposed to be in your court today, then I'm supposed to be in another courtroom tomorrow for the same matter. But she told me to tell you that I haven't talked to nobody because I haven't.
Okay.
For you to, I guess.
All right. So what I'm going to do, I know that we're having a little bit of technical problems here, but what I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to set your next hearing date, and that's going to be
cutting off.
Yeah, I'm here, but I hear you every time. I think you every time you say something.
I'm sorry. It keeps cutting off.
Are you able to hear me okay?
A little bit. I'm sorry. It keeps going in and out, and I see that it keep blinking out, so it keep like I'm just logging in, so it keeps doing that to me. I'm sorry.
All right. Just tell me, are you able to know that you would have to return on the 11th of February at 9 o'clock a.m. February the 11th, 9 o'clock a.m.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't catch that.
Miss All right, Ms. Winbush, what I'm going to want you to do is hang up completely and start all over, dial back in. I'll wait for you. Just hang up completely, start all over, and dial back in. All right? Let's try it that way. I'm waiting for you to come back. So just hang up. Hang up and call back.
Sorry? You want me to hang up and call back?
Now you seem to be doing okay. Now you seem to be doing okay. Can you hear me all right? Yeah, see, there's a little bit of a problem. So just hang up and call back in. All right. Yeah, Miss Cassandra Winbush, just hang up and call back in, man.
Oh.
All right, Mr. Horka, I'm going to set.
Okay, I'm gonna try to go somewhere where I got a little better connection. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I definitely apologize
Judge,
about
can
that.
you, if she would like legal assistance, I can speak with her and I can give her next action date and time, and then also exchange contact information with her.
All right, so that's what I was trying to do is set that up. But I was wondering if she needed to have a better connection before we did that because we're having a really bad connection. Miss Winbush, can you hear me okay now? So I'm setting the date for the 11th of February, 2021 at 9 o'clock a.m. And I'm going to set up for Ms. Winbush to talk with Ms. Willingham. And so I will need to be able to get a little bit better communication with her to connect her to that resource. So I'm going to wait for her to call back in. But Mr. Hawker, I think you have the information that you need, sir.
I do, Judge. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
Your Honor, excuse me, Your Honor, this is Matthew Miller again. You just finished with me, but I got a call from the court saying that I was needed to return.
Yeah, I'm
Is
sorry.
that your court?
Hold on one second. Miss Winbush, just
Hi, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm back in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
A little
Hold
bit,
on,
yes,
I'll go there
sir.
now.
One
Okay, I
second.
apologize
dismiss
about
it.
that.
That's okay. Let me put you in a breakout room with Miss Willingham. I'm going to send you to talk with an attorney, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So Miss Willingham,
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Thank you.
thank you. I'm going to do that right now. And Miss Willingham is in number 2, so I'm going to send
Yes,
you
sir.
there.
Your Honor, could you also add me to the breakout room with Ms. Willingham?
Yes, sir, I sure will. And Ms. Willingham, I believe that you both back there already. And let's find out where you are, Mr. Solomon. And I'll move you to number 2, sir. Okay, Mr. Miller? All right, this is case number 234892. This is Sweet Properties LLC versus Tiffany Little and other occupants of property at 15360 Ward Street. The court also calls the suffix 8906. That's Sweet Properties versus occupants at 2512 Glendale Avenue, the upper unit. The court calls the suffix 8910. That's Sweet Properties LLC versus Kelly Brown and other occupants of property at 19410 Sunderland. The court calls the suffix 8918. That's Sweet Properties LLC versus Angela Walker and other occupants of property at 18620 Robson. The court calls the suffix 8922. That's Sweet Properties versus Tashana Childress and other occupants of property at 8629 Clover Lawn. Your appearance at this time, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kevin Callahan, P78273, representing plaintiff in this matter. As it pertains to the case ending in 906, Sweet Properties versus occupants of 2512 Glendale, we would dismiss that case without prejudice at this time as the property is vacant. The other cases we can set for a new hearing date pursuant to the administrative order, Your Honor.
All right, the suffix 8906, that matter is dismissed on plaintiff's request regarding the property located on Glendale. The upper unit of that case is dismissed. Right, the other matters are in fact set on for first hearings. They will in fact be set over for the 11th of February at 9:30 a.m. 11th of February, 9:30 a.m. I believe that I have Tiffany Little on this Zoom, do I? Say something if you're there. You are on mute, so unmute yourself, man. That's all right, relax, don't go crazy. You'll figure it out in a moment. All right, keep working at it, Miss Little, and I'll come right back to you. Do I have Kelly Brown on this Zoom? I have Kelly Brown on this Zoom on Sunderland Street. Do I have Angela Walker on this Zoom on Robson Street? I have Angela Walker. If I do,
hello, I'm sorry. This is Tiffany Little on. I had a computer difficulty.
That's no problem, ma'am. I got you. And you heard me regarding the date that you're coming back. That's going to be the 11th of February, 2021 at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
That's when you'll zoom back in. Let me ask you, have you had an opportunity to speak with a lawyer regarding this matter, ma'am?
I was in the process of getting a lawyer through my MetLife, but my lawyer had started retaining information and was going to get back with me and never did. So at this time, I don't know if I need to get another lawyer or not.
All right. So what I'm going to do?
Do I have time to do that?
Okay. So what I'm going to do, ma'am, is I'm going to set it up so that you can talk with a lawyer today. That's part of this Zoom hearing, and that person will give you some advice and direction as to what you can do next. Of course, what you need to note is that the next time you're coming back into the Zoom is on the 11th of February, February 11th at 9:30, February 11th, 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
And today I'm going to set it up for you to talk to a lawyer in just a few minutes, ma'am. You understand?
Okay, yes, sir.
So just hold tight and I'll get you in with someone and then you come back into the Zoom on the 11th. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Ms.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so did I have Kelly Brown on Sunderland Street? Say something if you're here. Angela Walker on Robson Street. Say something if you're here. I see some lips moving, but I'm not hearing anything. You must be muted and your phone doesn't tell me who you are.
I'm here. I'm Angela Walker.
All right, thank you, Ms. Walker. And
You're welcome.
Ms. Walker, you've heard me talk about the date to come back, and that's the 11th of February, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. You got that, ma'am?
Yes, I got that. But also, sir, I'm in the process of moving out of that home because the conditions are too bad to be in there. And I have babies I just had in June. They 7 months today. And I have a home, but it's not ready for me to move in yet. But I will be moving with family members and I got storage at this moment. But that house is messed up in there.
So how soon are you planning on getting out of there, ma'am? That's what you would like to do. You'd like to just move out, correct?
Yes, sir. I would just like to move out.
So do you have a date by which you would be out of there?
I spoke with the landlord yesterday. They still have some work they have to do from the lady who moved out. So it may be looking like maybe sometime in February, like the first week or second week in February, I can move in.
Your Honor, we can do one of two things with this. I can convert it to a termination with a move out date, or we can leave the move out date of February 10th. And if Miss Walker has vacated, she can just call my office and then I'll dismiss the case. Either way.
Yeah, so two things, those are the things I had in mind, is that number one, that you not have some kind of record of any kind of eviction, but you could, if you wanted to, you could enter into an agreement today that you're gonna move by a certain date. As long as you move by that date, and this case would be dismissed. That would mean that you don't have any judgments or anything against you.
Okay, that's not a problem.
All right, that makes sense to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, so why don't we, so if I gave you the 10th is what we're talking about, but that, let's put it this way, let's make it the 12th of February. That would give you that weekend as well.
Okay.
Of the property. And effectively, as long as you move by the 12th or that weekend,
okay,
the case would be dismissed.
Okay, that's good.
All right, Mr. Callahan, that works out okay with your client?
That's perfect, and I can submit the conditional dismissal with the court today. That's no issue.
All right. So I'll sign the order when it's submitted. Now, ma'am, you do have the right to talk to a lawyer about this. I think you've had some time to think about it, but if you want to talk to a lawyer about it, I still could have you talk to someone.
Okay.
But tell me what you want to do. If you're satisfied.
I'm satisfied with that you have given me time to move out.
All right, very well. All right, so I will sign that order, and the attorney's going to mail it to me, and then he'll get a copy to you. And that order will contain language that the case is going to be dismissed. And I'm going to mark file for that so that you don't have any eviction or anything on your record, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, I wish you well and all the best for your children.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and do I have Shoshana Childress regarding property on Clover Lawn? If you're on the Zoom, please say something. All right, so that matter, of course, comes with set over for the next action date. That is the 11th of February at 9:38. And Miss Little, I'm still waiting for an attorney to become available that can speak with you regarding this matter. Mr. Santorio, are you available to speak with Miss Little on Ward Street, file number 8902?
Judge, I can speak with her if it's 8902. You said suffix 8902.
That's correct.
And then
All right.
what's the, go ahead.
It's Tiffany Little,
Okay.
whose address, Sweet Properties versus Tiffany Little, whose address is 15360 Ward Street, 48227. Mr. Callahan is the attorney, Kevin Callahan, is counsel for the plaintiff. The date set is the 11th of February at 9:30 a.m.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sending you to breakout room number 2, Ms. Little, and you'll speak with Attorney Willingham in just a moment there.
Okay.
Your Honor, could you add me as well, please?
Yeah, you can just go back. You know how to click back. You're already there. Got it, Mr. Solomon?
Okay, thank you.
All right, sir. Now, there was somebody else that I told.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. There was somebody else that I told that I was send you to talk with a lawyer, and I haven't sent you, I believe. Who is that? All right, I have case number 20-348821. This is Jamal Randall versus Dexter Randall, an occupants of property located at 7634 Fall Street. The matter is before the court on the filing of a complaint for non-payment of rent. Your name for the record, any person on this file, please indicate, please say something. Mr. Randall, either Randall on this matter. If you're on this matter, say something at this time. All right, it appears that neither party has appeared on this case. Accordingly, it being the first hearing, the court will set the matter over for 2/11/21 at 9:00 a.m. Renotices are to be made on this matter. All right, I see a phone with Richard Barnes. Barnes, say something, please. Richard Barnes. I see a phone with LG Style 3+. Say something, sir. Who are you? If you could unmute yourself and tell me who you are, sir. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who you are, sir. Yeah, say something to me. You're on mute, so if you could unmute yourself.
Hi, I'm Keith Collins.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit, but you need to get closer to your device or something. Say your name again.
It's Keith Collins.
Keith Collins.
Yes,
and
sir.
what case did you hear on, sir?
203-489-14.
All right, just 1 second, sir. Yeah.
You gotta do the court, you changed his court date up.
I'm sorry.
He had the court date of February the 11th at 9.
All right, so your case is set for February the 11th at 9. Now, did I talk with you earlier?
No, sir. No, sir. I couldn't get through earlier, and I called the number, and they gave me another date, but I just wanted to make sure that it was all together because I didn't want to get off, and then it was adjourned, and something
Yes, sir.
went on. Yeah, so that's
Yes,
why I
sir.
waited.
Yeah, it is set for February the 11th at 9 a.m. That's the next time that you'll zoom in. Now, have you had a chance, opportunity to talk with a lawyer regarding your case?
The only lawyer that I've spoken with was from the UCHC coalition. And
Yes, sir.
that was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay. All right. So why don't I give you somebody that you can talk to today to kind of go over this matter. Your case number ends in 8914, and this is the Good City versus Keith Collins. It's already been set over for the 11th of February, 2021 at 9:00 a.m. So I'm gonna set it up for you to talk to Attorney Santorio to go over what your rights may be in this matter and discuss possibilities of resolving this case. You understand, sir?
Uh-huh.
All right. So I'm going to put you. I'll give you a signal to go to a breakout room. That's going to be breakout room number 1. And once you get that signal, just click in, and you'll be able to speak with Mr. Santorio in this matter, sir.
Okay.
There's your signal. You have it, sir. We got one of those today.
Yeah. It's going great.
We're going to go over the reprieve today.
Mhm.
Good over there, Austin? Yeah. All as well?
Mhm. Trying to get this dog.
Trying to do what?
This dog.
Get this what?
Dog.
Dog?
Yeah.
Thought you already had one, too.
I did, but that was like at the beginning of last year. I had to put it down.
Really?
Yeah, she had like bacteria in the ovaries. The price to get it, the surgery was ridiculous.
Yeah. I've had friends who have gone ahead and spent that $6,000, $7,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
I was like, I mean, I know how easy it is to be attached to their wonderful creatures.
Yeah, so I just went ahead and put it down.
Well, you guys gonna have an inauguration or something in about 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, I saw
See that? See what he gonna do?
Yeah, right.
I hope they don't get to acting crazy. Please don't. Nothing
Please
happens. I hope it just go really nice. Everything goes really well.
Is the National Guard still there?
You better know.
Yep. How many they said they had? Like 25,000 altogether or something?
You know, I've heard some of that. It's a few of them. Great.
I hope they don't.
Yeah, same here.
It'll just go nice. Please.